Hello, chat members. How are you doing? Oh, just you wait. I've got more of these. I've got quite a few of these saved up. I've got some great ones across the years. Some great starting now screens. You just give me a second to have a drink. We'll be starting up. Thank you all for coming. Lovely seeing you all on a Sunday morning. Morning. Let's do... morning all. How's it going? I'm very happy to see all of you here. Thank you for coming. Today, in June, we're going to try and remember what we were doing yesterday, because honestly, no idea. About to be dead. Bum, bum, bum. Oops, I forgot the Spotify's still playing for you guys. There we go. Right. Welcome on in. Flesh Atronach, yeah, that's how I feel sometimes in the morning, to be honest with you. So, Leap Suspensor Belt. Day 3 of trying to get banned for some kind of viewer manipulation. Indeed, yes. Yeah. What was I doing? One first aid kit. This is a very strange setup. But hey, we're gonna roll with it. Ooh. Nope. Nope. Someone give you permission for this? I mean, I don't actually think I will do a day 1 subathon. That seems kind of silly. But if you guys want a day 1 subathon, what kind of thing do you want me to do for it? Like, we've considered doing a pirate software, subathon before, but I never actually thought about doing like my own one. Eating bread, yeah, just a whole stream of just every sub I just go and eat a whole piece of bread. How about that? You know, eventually overwhelm my body with the sheer amount of carbohydrates. Sounds perfect. So affiliate status has now changed in the kingdom. It's now 4 days. So today is my 4th day, but 3rd stream, because my first stream was nearly 18 hours long. Is definitely a smart thing to do. My body was fine with the idea of doing that. So yeah, I could do a bunch of different things with strategy, kind of what you guys want to see, what want to do. Like, grow a beard and slowly shave it, revealing different types of facial. I mean, yes, that's plausible as well. Could do that. Take a while, but hey, as long as you're fine with delayed rewards.
You made a wrong turn, friend.
Sub-based cat tax. I have got thousands of pictures of Bailey, so I guess like that's a thing. Could do that. Could do that. Troll Thor, perfect idea. I'd never thought of doing that before. I'm gonna do it specifically because chat asked. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. To the pit. Do I miss the pit? Good morning.
Where is it?
Ow. Nope, not this again. Not fighting 2 of you, it's not fair. No one gave you permission. Sorry, yes. Thor is Kitten, of course. Yeah, Twitch Kitten. That's Thor's name. I forgot about that. You're right, chat. I would definitely never use that name to taunt him or otherwise have my own fun. Definitely not. That couldn't be me. Oh, bother. I should definitely not tell that to the game this is going. That was very rude. See? Very rude. For some reason, I've woken up with a very strange meme stuck in my head. Who knows the dog of wisdom? That's just in there for free. Yeah, with the airplane. Yeah, I don't know. That's in there rent free today, so that's what's happening. Like, the kitten of wisdom, nice. Every sub changed the calendar for Thor. Deeply funny. Just add in new and increasingly deranged tasks on the calendar for him to do. Be very funny. Yeah, look, I would never suggest that anyone send Thor a pair of cat ear headphones. I would never suggest that. But hypothetically, that would be a reason that one should have a PO box. I definitely didn't find the end chest for this, but the quest is the main thing. Every sub is a unique piece of fun. Okay, we could do something like that. That'd be good fun, to be fair. It'll be very enjoyable, actually. Relabel them as ferret ears. Yeah, at that point it becomes a tax deductible expense, right? That's how that works. Morning, Demna.
Who's that?
Today we do quests. That's what's going on. See, Mirror, the reason Thor doesn't need a photorealistic pillow of Meatball is because he's already got Meatball, who is basically a pillow themselves. That's how that works. If Meatball had his way, he could just kind of sit on the floor all day like a potato and just vegetate, asking for love. I've personally never seen Meatball and Bailey in the same room, so they could in fact be the same cat in disguise trying to get double attention. I would believe that. That's entirely possible. They've got the same, like, mannerisms of being a big bitch. Good morning, Trotec. How's it going? Oh, there we go. Aqueduct has got it. Worked it out. Now that would be a good idea, just to mess with me. In fact, when I go over and visit at some point, I'll take over a pillow of a realistic pillow of Bailey just to really mess with people. Great. Perfect. They're doing. This is the Ornithopter. This is my favorite part of Dune because I get to fly around all the time crashing into things. Just so much fun. Yeah, Luther came in clutch yesterday. It was very much appreciated. That area of, like, Thor doing it by himself would have been bad. Doing it with two of us was doable. Both of us were just heavily undergeared. I don't know why the sky's flashing, to be honest with you. I've not seen that one before. I may need to change some graphical settings. Or the worms are using loud rave music. That's what, you can't hear that in the distance. Yeah. Yeah, the one's listening to EDM in the show. That's what's going on. Comes from the drum sound. Nice. Gold. It is very regular as well, which is interesting. It may be that the entire skybox is. We've got a couple of options. I can either relaunch the game, or or I can play in settings. So we'll have it. We'll do a couple of those options. Broken, nearly broken. Seeing a theme here. Jeez. Oh, interesting. Full scale was when I restarted the server yesterday. Oof, that's low. I'd really like that. Barjo is really, really funny. I would look forward to that. And we're going to go and see Barjo when we visit Australia. Look at all these sleeping bodies. They're just having a really good sleep chat. Look at this. Just sleeping. Don't you wish you could be that comfy too? All wrapped up nice and warm in bed. Not here. Not happening. Weight loss bed. No. Oh my god. What was I doing? I was finding the repair station. They're dead to the world. They're in dead sleep. Christ. That's gonna break. So today, we are going to focus on getting up into the duralumin tier. So we're going to be doing some runs into the shale, into the radiation filled zones. We're going to be doing some runs to collect lots of aluminium. And fundamentally, the main thing we're going to need is loads of water. Well, to go with that, because as you can probably see, show you, in the medium ore refinery, duralumin takes a lot. Each individual ingot is going to take 500 water, which is not a small amount, given that you need, say, thousands of it to fully kit out a group. So, you know, we've got enough to make 500 ingots from that. We're a little bit, you know, we've got plenty of jasminium. We've got more of that nearby, but water is going to be our limiting factor on all of this. So, something to be kept in mind. Looks like we've got a bunch of aluminium still cooking. Spice melange cooking. Very nice. That's kind of all in hand. 110. Well, we'll keep a backup shield. The first thing we're going to do is get some iron. So we want to make some chests. Did Thor go live? That's the question. Thor went live? Gross. Getting hot tea. Makes sense. Not send through a message in all capital letters. Chat says you sound like it. There you go. I sent him a very kind message. It was only an 18-hour stream. Exactly. A short, so just a small stream. Winky's gone to bed because Winky is in US time zone and tries to keep a reasonable sleep cycle, unlike other people that we know. Yeah, correct. Winky is weak / not a gamer, and I will make sure that I let Winky know that chat thinks so highly of him. Winky's busy stealing animals. Yeah, Winky does have an actual job outside of streaming. It's weird, I know. Personally, I don't understand it. This is an MMO, yes, Hardballer. It's not as much of an MMO as, say, Ashes of Creation, which we've done a bunch of, or, you know, the kind of more traditional MMORPGs, I think, but this is still a massive game. It's still multiplayer and it's still online, so I think it meets all of the definitive requirements. How do you mean can I crash land the Thopter? In what sense? Into a ring. That sounds like a bad move. I like this Ornithopter too much to crash it, unfortunately. I enjoy it way too much. This one caps out about this fast, 170-ish kilometers an hour. You can get out the Thopter in the air, or the Thopter will go into vulture mode and just glide forward, and you'll drop out of it. So generally not the best thing to do. I'm going to be helpful, in quotation marks. Oh, that's... You can't tell me that's not perfect placement of a thing that Luther will tell me off for. This is where I make my iron. Like a glove, indeed. Look at that. Perfect. You wouldn't even know it was there. I don't know what you... Luther, you can't see it. Ignore it. No, there's nothing to see here. Look, see? Nah, you can't see it. Fine. Mwah. Denra, I don't want to put a third one down. I'm just making iron. Like... Just iron. It's because I want to make some chests. At least I'm keeping it out the way, Luther. You can't be annoyed at me. I'm just, you know, I'm just a small streamer. Can't believe Luther would be angry at me, chat. Small indie streamer, exactly. You wouldn't be angry at a small indie streamer. Right, I'm gonna see how sick Thor is on stream. Let's go listen. Let's... Ooh, you smell. It does sound sick. Wow, that's. How did he get the big scrungles? Like, I managed to avoid the big scrungles. Weakness, that's what that is. Not enough orange juice. I'll try harder next time. You're right. I will try harder next time. I managed to not get Concrab, to be honest. I'm remarkably shocked. I guess not getting enough sleep or food for several days worked. You can always ask Thor about there was a person who happened to have an unfortunate accident on his plane. Did I ever play Final Fantasy? I played the Final Fantasy 14 redo. Didn't vibe with it that much. It's an awful lot of like. I'm not a big fan of questing. So questing wasn't quite right for me, so like I find Final Fantasy a bit more of a drag. Thor is wrong. You don't have to make a guild anywhere. You can do it literally just by going guilds, by pressing O. But I'm not going to tell him that. Oh. Why is this stream so loud? What have I done? Why did I do this? Now I can look at my own chat and watch his stream at the same time. Perfect. Yeah, the downtime today should be deployed. I'm saying nice things to Thor. I'll give him a ring and you guys can hear him too. Here we go, this way you should be able to hear him as well once he joins. Hello there. Oh yeah, you do sound pretty scrungly. Oh, that's
I sound bad, dude.
That's a bit of rasp in there, yeah.
Oh, hold up, I gotta fix the voice. It's not coming through.
You mean you got to change your
Again.
settings? There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, your audio wasn't coming through.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah,
right.
I'm kind of shitty sounding, but I'm still coughing like phlegm up. So every time I cough up phlegm, I could feel my voice shift back to normal a little bit. One sec.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Jeez, you did get proper Congo, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm like coughing up green chunks, dude. It's all in my, like, on my vocal cords and in top of my lungs. It's great.
Yeah, fair enough. That's not the one. I can imagine that's...
Wait, I need 100 Solari? Shit. How do I make a guild?
Press O.
Oh, I just... Okay.
You just
I don't
press
have to be
O.
in Harco Village.
Nope.
Okay.
It's just that easy. Great.
Yeah, one sec. I'm gonna head back to the house then. What time is our server going down?
We've had our daily restart, so our restart for NA East happens at 7 AM UTC each day, just before stream starts. Then
Supposedly the servers are going down for 2 hours?
I've seen that they've got another restart warning out, so they've got like an update coming.
Is that gonna hit us as well or no?
I think it'll be the same as yesterday, yeah. My understanding.
So 2 hours in 20 minutes.
Yeah, although last time it did take half an hour to get to us, so it might be that it deploys half an hour after that. So it'll just be at some point it'll go down for a couple of hours, so we can pivot to something else or look at
Chill out.
our stream. Yeah, we can do all kinds of things. We've got a bunch of options. I can play around.
Talk about Dune lore.
Dune stuff. Yes.
Yeah, I've started putting out a bunch of shorts for Dune lore, and then like putting links out to the wiki and stuff so people can learn about the Butlerian Jihad and
Oh yeah.
you know, nerd shit.
We love nerd shit here.
I do love nerd shit.
Actually, I'm not
My
sure you...
system specs? Got a 4090. An AMD. 7950 X3D. Actually, Kronos, do you know about the machine uprising?
What, when the AI, like, rose up to try and get rid of humans?
Kind of. It was also led by a whole cast of people that were running it, too.
That sounds about right. People suck.
Yeah, people suck. The Butlerian Jihad is what it was called.
What kicked off the
Although,
Butlerian Jihad?
Dune, it's probably not pronounced Butlerian. It'll be like Bootlerian or some shit because Dune.
Bootleria, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The N is silent.
Yep, exactly.
Gold. What's it playing about? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was like wasn't it like this kid died or something, and then like the mom was the one who started the movement, if I remember correctly.
I'd believe that.
I can't remember what the cause of the flashpoint moment was that started it, but it lasted like 100 years. Yeah.
Horrifying.
Oh, you're right. That's how Frank Herbert's son says it. Okay, Butlerian.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Rasmus threw him off a balcony. Yeah. Yeah, he dies, and then, like, the mom starts the movement, and then it's like 100-year war. Yeah.
I think,
the
to be
whole
honest, we could do with more 100-year wars. We've only had one of those in the past, and I feel like more is great. You know, that's good for the Dune universe. I love it for them.
I don't think that's good.
I love it
think
for the
that's
Dune
good.
universe. It's fine. You know.
What should we name the guild?
Moist Jeff fan club.
Look at my screen.
We do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could call it that.
Chat is saying no, which means yes.
Why not hark on D's? This is why I'm not allowed
No,
nice
we
things.
gotta be the HOA. So
Take it easy, Iona. I'll catch you later.
Oh,
Have
you
a good
can't
sleep.
have contain leading or ending blank spaces. Okay. So Harkonnen. What would it be called? So Harkonnen. Because it's the HOA.
What did it? What did we come up with it standing for?
Ornithopter.
Ornithopter Appreciation Society or Ornithopter Appreciators HOA?
Harkonnen Ornithopter Association.
Yeah, you can do that. That would work.
It's the HOA, dude.
Yeah. Can't trust the HOA.
Oh, can't have more than 25 characters. Lame.
Oh.
Agency. Ah.
You can change it
We
to
can't fit it.
you can change it to Orny rather than Ornithopter.
Yeah, we can't fit it.
So Orny would save you like 8 characters rather than Ornithopter. Yeah.
Let me think.
Luther's gonna tell me that I've got something sensible like a juice in these chests. There you go.
Give me your ideas, Chet. No, we're not doing it without spaces. It looks bad. Harkonnen owns Atreides.
Nice.
The HOA. It's kind of funny. Name it Egg. Spice Boys.
Beans,
Spice Boys is a pretty good guild name.
Spice Boys or Beans Bitches. I'm down with that.
I think that's implied, though. I mean, since Beans exists. Yeah.
True.
I'm not calling it Spy Kids.
Spice
Spice
Kids.
Boys is pretty good.
But why not Spice Kids?
No, the Spice Boys, dude.
Spice Kids
Boys.
3D.
No. No.
What's
Only
the issue?
Fremen? Okay, that's funny. That's
Oh.
funny.
Only Sans?
Only sand. Only spice. We're not calling it Hornithopters Anonymous.
No,
Into
no,
the bin with you.
no, hear them out. Hear them out.
It's not a Hornithopter. No. Beppis is a bad name, Jake.
Jake's a bad name too.
No. I'm gonna eat some food while we think about this. We have 15 minutes to decide.
No, Jake, you're in the when you're in Tho's chat, I'm not on your side. When you're in my chat, I've got your back. That's how that works. That's why you're allowed bread in my chat.
Look at him. He's trying to manipulate you.
It works.
What a good streamer.
That's how it works. Been learning all the wrong lessons from Winky, and it shows.
You're learning to be a streamer for real from Winky,
Yep.
which is not good.
Nah, I think it's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, we could be the Slider Boys.
Slider
Just call it
Bros.
The Slider Boys. Slider Bros.
Okay, perfect. A decent amount. That's fine. That works.
That'll be like the rule is that you have to have a slider name.
Yeah, if you don't have a slide name, no entry. But you have to get special dispensation. Oh, hi Bailey. You shouting at everyone? Wow. Yeah. Let's mute so that all of Thor's stream doesn't hear me talking to you. Yeah, you're such a big baby, aren't you? Yeah, floofy tail. Yeah, you want to say hi to chat? Yeah, you want to roll over and have some belly rubs? Okay. Hey chat, this is my life now. Look at this
What if we just named ourselves
baby.
Moist Jeff?
He's such a sweet baby boy. Look.
Moist Jeff.
Are you quacking at chat? Yeah. You little
What if
guy.
we're not a cult? Not a cult is pretty good. What if we're totally normal neighbors? And if anyone asks, they're like, what do you do? I'd be like, don't worry about it. We're totally normal. Yeah, we're totally normal, dude. Yeah, we're totally normal neighbors. Kronos.
I'm down with being totally normal. I've got a certificate that says so.
neighbors.
Yeah.
we could be the totally normal neighbors.
Yeah.
I like that.
And if anyone says that we're being weird, then we've got an answer. We're saying, no, I've got a guild that says I'm totally normal.
There we go. Look at that guild description. Writes itself.
Because Emily Slider is an adopted daughter, the brothers, you know, have to follow the weird naming convention. Fanny Slider was
That
actually their
makes sense.
mother.
Horrible. I like it.
That's her middle name.
I think I want to be the totally normal neighbor.
Emily Fanny Slider.
Sons of Arrakis. Oh yeah, we need the comma after now. True. Gotta be totally normal.
Yeah.
There we go. Add the hope this helps at the end.
Nice.
There you
Nice.
go. There you go. This is it. Created. Yeah, done. Okay, how do I align this with Harkonnen? Oh, is it already Harkonnen? No.
I'm trying to remember how you align your guild.
Oh, there we go. Align guild. Yes, confirm. We are now a Harkonnen guild. How do I invite you guys?
So
Let's see.
at the moment, I've got a bunch of unaligned people, and let me think about this. I've got a bunch of unaligned people and a tradies. I'm the only Harkonnen in my guild. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delegate with my special powers that I learned as soon as I started streaming, and make Matt into the leader, I could do. Luther, how far off are you from needing to drop your Atreides status and moving to Arconum?
I'm gonna screenshot this and send it to Winky. I think he's gonna love it.
I think you will. Okay, in that case, I'm going to promote Matt into the guild leader.
All right.
I'm going to leave the
'cause we
guild,
gotta
and you can
start-
invite me.
We gotta start taking. By the way, something horrifying happened last night.
Was it Winky's fault?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was. What is your character name?
Emily Slider.
Emily Slider. I was out in the deep desert, and guess what came up? An assault ornithopter.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
Good
another
fun.
player, and they just so happened to enter the same place I was leaving on a ship, and I got the hell out of there.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, nope.
I've joined. Could you make me an officer so I can start inviting people once
Yes.
once they're
I can do
ready?
that.
To save you some work.
Thank you.
And okay, we've unlocked all of the Landsrad
else?
houses have been unlocked. Great.
Yes, which is what I was hoping for, so we could start doing the Landsrad and Guild operations today.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Kinda
find
show
out
it off.
which
Have fun.
one I want to do first. Reed
Yeah,
Straker,
dude.
not doing that one. Hill Scavengers.
Oh, by the way, I've been using my ornithopter to get a shitload of aluminum. So we have a bunch of that now.
Rid of that. Depth Disrupt. Ooh. No.
Yeah, we're at 117 aluminum right now, which is good. I want to
Nice.
make more ornithopters, so.
Spencer Bell.
Ugh, slowly but surely coughing it all up. Ooh, I found a bug, by the way.
Okay.
Should probably let them know about this. Where is this? So I got a. You know how you can make a still tent?
Yes.
Well, I found a recipe for a better still tent. The like epic one or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It takes 40 duraluminum ingots to make this and 90 silicone blocks. It has the exact same stats as a normal still tent.
Oh.
Nothing's changed.
That's kind of. Oh.
A normal still tent's made with steel, by the way.
Yeah.
So kind
kind
of a
of-
big difference. Yeah.
Yes. That's. There must be something that isn't
There
showing.
has to be hidden
it has to be hidden
stats,
stat. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
That's what we were thinking. Is like it's a hidden stat problem.
Okay, chat. So what I'm doing here is you just saw me make 5 passive suspensor belts. What I'm going to do is go and show you the Landsrad
Do they last
system.
long in the world? We don't know. No, there's no clue. Because
These
I think you
guys.
can take a still tent down and keep using it, right?
Yes,
sure
you
that's how
can. Yeah, that's how that
works.
works. Yeah. What's this one?
Oh yeah, I made a fresh deciliter John finally, and I can make the 20 liter John now.
Nice. To be fair. Very good. I have not got a lot of the representatives on my map. That's annoying.
You don't have the reps? I have a lot of them up.
Do you know where the House Martellius? Martellius?
I have no idea.
Oh, my menus are freaking out.
Let me actually see the
Mute
Landsrad map.
Mutelli.
Oh my
It's the one that
God.
looks like a 5-pointed rose.
We gotta hold the control points too. Oh, looks like people are already
Oh, I
taking
can.
faction here. Look.
Yeah, they are in a bunch of them.
Is it?
I can
Yeah.
go to the Landsrad Quartermaster. I think it's just in the. Where is the Hark? It would be the Harkonnen one. I have to go to Riftwatch.
Let's
I
see
wonder. Jeez, that one's not worth it.
Some of these are insane.
6 points per spice melange. That's not worth doing. Oof.
It will be later.
Spice melange is way too valuable to do that. That's 100 spice sand to make each spice melange.
Oh, I'm aware, but in the future, when we have like spice harvesters, we'll be producing that, and this will be the great sink for it.
Yeah, down the line.
This one's
Yeah.
crazy. Per delivery of radiation suit Mark 5.
It's not as bad as any of the ones that ask for Regis stuff, because Regis uses. Oh, there you go. House Novenbruns uses 52 points per open fire gem. That's
You know why
the one.
Harada's in the middle? Wait, where's that one?
Nova Bruns, second column, second row. 2-2.
Do we know where they're at? Because I have a shitload of open fire gems. I've been doing a lot of that.
I don't know where they are now. Hey Luther, this would be a great thing to have on Planetologist, a map of where the House representatives are and stuff for people. I think they want to unlock them on the map. If you're looking for,
I have 60 open fire
relations.
gems, man.
Nice.
Yeah, because I've been doing the Explo shit
yeah.
for this. So what symbol are they? Let me look.
Radiation suit Mark 6, like, bleh. Oh, Novenbruns is. I don't even know how to describe that.
I see them. I need to find them on the map though.
Yeah, how do you describe that shape?
Gemstone.
I guess.
It looks
yeah.
kind of like like a gemstone.
The lines make it look faceted like a gem, yeah. But then again, Argasaz
Yeah.
also could kind of look like a, yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
We're
Anyway,
gonna get some more of these.
Where they at?
Luther's probably gonna get me a map knowing him. Or tell us.
I
He's
want to
very
see if we can get there before the downtime, but we only got 3 minutes. Maybe it's not worth.
I'm gonna give it a good go.
I wonder if they're off in one of the areas that I haven't mapped yet.
Possibly.
Because I haven't fully mapped this world. Probably should do that.
Apparently that shape is called a trillion cut. It's an actual cut of gemstone. Yeah. Cool.
Hey, so I was right. Nice.
Yeah.
My bad. All right, so where is this damn thing?
9 more.
Has anyone seen this representative, the trillion cut gemstone one? Left's mine. What are all the red dots on
I mean,
that? The
we
red
don't-
stuff
we don't-
is hazards.
We don't need to hand things into them. We hand them into our like Riftwatch representative. But I just want to know where the vendors are because they're good to go and chat with. You can
Wait.
understand who each of the Lands Red people are.
Where's the Riftwatch rep? Is that in
Riftwatch.
Marco?
Yeah, Riftwatch is the town that's at the bottom of Hagar Rift.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we handed them into the actual vendor.
No, you can go to. It says to the Landsrad Quartermaster in the UI, so that's gonna be this way. Yeah, it'll be in Riftwatch.
Trying to find Riftwatch. Which zone?
Hagar Rift, very very southern tip. It's where you know in the playtest where your base was, just north of that. I've got
Oh,
a
okay,
weird, I've got a weird flashing skybox bug. So give me a second.
Do we have confirmation on when our server is going down? Can I fly over there or no?
I'm gonna fly over there. So
Alright, let's rock. I can get more of these Opa fires. I know how to farm them.
where are these two? Nope, I'm still getting a flashing skybox. What is going on here?
Off we go. Oh yeah, did you update your drivers?
Was there a driver update today?
There's been driver updates like last couple of days.
I did the Nvidia special one for yesterday's stream.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm at the Riftwatch area. Do we know where the vendor actually is here?
I don't know where they are now. They were going to try and fix this issue. Low. Let's just try low mode. Okay, so it's nothing to do with graphical quality at all.
Oh, I can't get my ship in. Hell game, come on. I can't use the tool to put my ship away because I'm inside of a no weapons area.
Sorry, chat. Apparently, we just have Disco Skybox. There's not that much I can do about it, it seems.
God damn it. It keeps switching zones right as I land. Give me that. Alright, there we go. Alright, where is this Riftwatch rep? You don't know where he is at all?
I think it's the front of the base, normally. I'll go find out in a second. I'm just flying over there.
I don't know where the front is.
Oh. I think it's the southern tip. There you go, chat. I've solved your Disco Skybox problem.
What is these guys? Who are you? House Moritani. Found the House Moritani guys.
It's further north, apparently, than the entrance bit. Fine. North side of the base.
North side of the base. So is that at the quartermaster? Is that where we're going?
We're looking for the Landsrad Quartermaster, so I think that's probably right. I've solved my Disco Skybox issue by just looking down at the ground when I'm flying. Solved.
That's awful. Yeah, it sounds like a driver issue, man.
Apparently it gets fixed by a relog. It's a game bug.
Nice. You not down for server maintenance? Not yet.
Our servers normally go down half an hour after the official servers do.
Yep.
Although speaking of, apparently some of the issues we were seeing yesterday were related to player numbers, so we may be having a migration to a more powerful machine in a couple of days.
Really?
I'm speaking to Nitrado about it. They're going to provide us with a more powerful machine.
Hey,
likely
merrily,
on...
thank you for the rating party of 86. Hope you're having a good day.
Hey. Ooh, that's those some chatty raiders. Welcome on in.
Yeah.
So those of you who are having issues with like climbing and packet loss, I'm looking at our options. It may be that I need to disable one of the 10 worlds in like a rolling 2-hour downtime. It might genuinely be that might be the solve. Free up the resources temporarily, but I'll keep everyone updated what I'm planning to do with that one.
Oh, I just turned in all 60 of them.
Nice, that should get you a
That
nice,
was really easy.
easy 3,000 points. Hang on, let me add you to the party. So then I can see where you are, etc. Rod Slider.
Oh yeah, look, we got 3,000 points.
Nice.
Done.
I've added you
That's awesome.
to the party. You could accept and I'll know where the guy is. Helpful.
No, that's really good. And the house rewards, we got 700 points, so that's 10,000 Solari. But if we get to 3,500 points, we get an adept triple shot repeating rifle. And my personal contribution is 3,000 points. So I guess after like your personal contribution is what leads you to get those bonuses.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, no, this is sick, dude.
Ooh. Oh, it's over here. Thank you, Luther, for your very subtle marking of where this is. It's very helpful.
Now I really want to know. I want to go do Explo now, dude. Like badly. Like all I want to do is Explo.
Yeah. Up there?
Oh, I wonder what those look like in the deep desert. Like I'm wondering what the Explo caches are like in the deep desert.
Ooh, that's a good point. I haven't even tried scanning my way across the sands there.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I'm gonna go do it.
politics, isn't it? I can get what you have where it needs to
Oh,
go.
which one was I going for?
Maybe. Which cadre of Landsred assholes does this ally belong to?
Will we have any warning that our server is going down before it does?
Cartel of Gaiet. Delivery for House Argazas. Noted. We'll make sure it reaches
Let me
there.
go have a look. It'll probably be past again.
Okay.
What's I doing?
Do you have something for the back? Oh, it's Paul, the Syndicate. Delivery for House Mutelli. Note.
18 passive suspensor belts. There we go. So, yep, just earned 4,000 points. These guys. Nice. Good morning. Morning, chat. Welcome on in.
EU servers just went down.
The Nitrado ones? Or just the official
Yeah,
publics?
we're gonna stay in this category, by the way, guys, so you guys can get drops.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put Dune.
And we'll talk about Dune and have fun with it. Yeah.
And we can always rewatch in the dev live streams if people have questions about stuff that's in those, because we know that everyone can catch those. So, like, happy to do that.
Everyday server outage of 2 hours is crazy. Yeah, it's launch. Launch week is always like this shit. That's how that goes, dude.
This is the reason why people like launch early for some of these games, because that way you get the advantage of having 5 days worth basically of people doing patches and testing before go live for the second wave. So A, servers aren't so stressed, and B, you've got time for the company to patch. So, you know, this is what you kind of what you get now when you play a game in early access, especially MMO, a couple of days early. You have to accept there's going to be some downtime for patches, and that's a good thing. That's making the game better for everyone.
Yep.
So like, it is what it is.
Can you tour your build before you crash? It's not optimized yet. I need...
Calibrated C. So yeah, if you press... Sorry, let me just get out from over the quicksand and everything before I show you, because otherwise I'll definitely die. And then I'll go into the rift and stop looking at the skybox. Here we go. Calibrated C. Yeah, so what we do is if we go into the Landsrad, Mutelli says deliver passive suspensor belt. You see just there. We'll tell you what you need for each one of these. Spice melange to deliver silicon blocks, killing masquerade. So I'll show you guys some these are slaver camps. So what I can do here is I can show you this. If I land this here, oh, I need to reload it. Fine. You can see on the left side of my screen, you can see it says Landsrad task progress registered. That's 23 points. There we go. Right, if you go around killing slavers, you'll level up. Easy. Our quests infinite. Landsrad ones broadly, yes, but like there are only so many story quests, etc. in the game, so you can't do that forever. Luther, you're gonna love me. I'm gonna use up all of our copper doing this for now, but I'm gonna go out and get more copper on the way back, and also get more particle accelerators later. This copper. Yeah, when you're crafting, it'll pull your items from your base inventory, which is great. It's really useful. So this is all stuff that we had in the base before, and now I go out and harvest more copper, and we keep things rolling. And then I do my good old creepy whispery sprint back home. Great. And then we go to my place in the corner. I make more copper for everyone. Easy, look at that. Almost like I'm replacing the things I'm using up. Shocking.
You have no idea what's happening? Okay, so what's going on is I'm going out into the deep desert, which is a massive, massive zone, and I'm using a scanner. Scanners can find hidden caches in the sand, and if we can find one of those and I can open it, it can have Opifire gems that I can turn in for the Landsrad, which allows us to get votes so that we can push our political objectives in the zone. Yeah, and that's the end game of Dune Awakening. We could do that infinitely. So it's for nothing? Are you kidding me? It also gives me a shitload of physical rewards.
Yeah, so
Can't scan from the helicopter? No, I don't have a scanner on it. But I'm using the hand scanner because I have bonus points to do it. Is it actually possible to do the no rhythm walk? Not the way that the Fremen do.
There's no Fremen around to teach us.
Yep. But see that down there? All we gotta do is look.
So, hello, Heliosaur. We are on a private server, so our server will go down about half an hour once the update has been downloaded and deployed onto that server. It'll be down for about an hour and a half, and then it'll come back up at the same time as the main servers. One of the advantages we have of running a private server through Nitrado, who've been really, really supportive of all of us. There's a remap to remap 5 to 8 buttons. That's a very good question. Let's go and have a look in the settings. Keybinds. You should be able to provide in inputs. So, for example, if I want to go, there you go. So see, so you could actually add it as a secondary input. So if I want to switch to slot 8 and use up what's in, so I've got nothing in slot 8. Say I put my scanner there. Now I press F4, it will change me there. So you should be able to do that.
Shit.
It's a really important accessibility feature. I gave some feedback on that during the playtest, actually. Because it's a great thing that's it's really important for people who, you know, like...
It's headed that way, we're okay.
As some of you may have seen, I use a cane, so I understand some accessibility issues.
It's a sandstorm going that way.
Better than others might expect me to. I know it kind of sucks sometimes to not be able to rebind stuff, so it's very important. It's the thing I look for in games.
Look at the sandstorm, Kronos, in the deep desert.
Oh, I mean, the deep desert, is it a type 3, like a big old one? Oh,
I don't know. Maybe it's in the. It's, but I can see it.
It's
moving like a giant, horrible slug.
Yes. Yes, Caron, thank you very much for sending that across. I passed that across to them, and they are looking at it. They recognize that obviously it's not intended gameplay, but I think that's going to be a very difficult one for them to judge, because when you're standing on top of the Ornithopter, there's nothing that's going to indicate to the game that that's what you're standing on top of. So the controls they have in place, you're not moving around too much when you're on it, all that kind of stuff, that all would normally apply, and it still applies once you're on them.
Thing, man.
But
for my Ornithopter,
I think they're going to look at it. The downtime will probably be about an hour and a half. Yeah, our downtime will probably be around the same. So we'll only come up around the same time.
Endgame
But I
is
will keep
grind, rep,
everyone
and get cool
updated.
stuff,
We'll be
and
in this
impose our
channel.
will
You'll be able
across
to get your
the
drops.
deep desert.
I'll do what I can
What are we
to
looking
basically
for?
keep it going faster because I know
Hidden
that none of us want
secret
downtime. Like we want to be up and playing. I will probably restart the stream at some point, just because that way I think at that point I'll have affiliate status, so you guys can start, you know, subbing or doing things you want to if you want to avoid adverts and all kinds of stuff. So we'll play around with some settings and I'll talk about.
And I haven't
streaming
found
stuff.
one yet.
To the member of chat who's asking about beans and tuna on a potato, you wouldn't normally have both. That kind of makes you into a monster. Beans or tuna.
Kind of gross, yeah.
Some people would probably choose to have both, but you know.
I describe those people as wrong.
Yeah. The worst bit is that the nicest Jackie potato I ever had was tuna mayo, and then somebody had some you have Pringles in the US, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I never know.
You think we wouldn't have a fried potato item in the United States?
I wasn't sure if they had like if the cans would prevent an issue because you just couldn't get in fast enough to eat the chips, you know.
No. Many Americans do die to getting their hands stuck inside of the can every year and then being unable to feed themselves. But you know, that's not really part of it. It wasn't part of the discussion. Okay.
I didn't notice anyone when I was walking around the US like with just like both hands stuffed into Pringles cans as some kind of debilitating
It's a
condition.
sensitive subject. We don't talk about it with outsiders, okay? Jeez. Jesus.
It's so funny.
Yeah, can death. It's normal.
Is that what people mean when they say cancer? Is that what it is? When you've got Pringles cans stuck on your hands?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, it's cans. It's cans.
Yeah.
The syndicate.
God.
If only it were that easy. Death by small cylinder, yeah. Oh, that was a worm. Jesus Christ, it snuck up on me instantly.
What is that? Beans on a plush potato?
Okay, so I've learned something. The deep desert so far sucks balls for scanning.
I mean, there's a lot of sand to scan as well.
I
Yeah.
expected it to have more, but I guess I was wrong. I need to get a scanner for the ornithopter. There's no way around it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a scanner and boosts on it. I don't think the cargo bay is the right way to do it for what I'm trying to do. I need a jet boost.
The issue with the cargo bay is super useful for what we're doing in the deep desert because like often you'll just do quick runs and you'll grab some materials and then you'll want to flee quickly. It's great for grabbing just enough stravidium mass and titanium to keep progressing. So
For
the
what
cargo
you're
base,
doing.
yeah.
I'm trying to do Explo, and that means I need to move fast and use the scanner to be able to get like caches. So like I don't need a big hold on mine. If that makes sense.
That does make sense. Nice try, Chone, guys, but that's not really going to go your way.
What are they trying?
Well, they tried to they tried to get me with that freezing circle, but I just got into my ornithopter.
Freezing circle?
You know, they drop down that kind of stasis field on you.
Oh, NPCs or players?
Yeah, the chone ships at night time.
Oh, okay.
When they get into Meals on Wheels mode, they give you, you know, bodies to turn into water.
Did you end up building a base at that location I got you?
I built a little, like, literally a ship box, yeah.
And does it have power?
If it doesn't, I did drop some fuel cells there. I'm fairly sure
Okay,
I put
if
power in there. If not,
I was gonna say,
oops.
if you didn't power it, it's dead. So,
Oh well. There wasn't anything of like great value stored in there if I didn't power it for long enough.
it's just a forwarding base. Yeah, it's just a
Exactly.
forwarding base.
To be honest, half time I'm going to put those down the deep desert just for bait. It's really funny that people are going to spend time to break into them and find there's absolutely nothing inside but granite and fuel cells.
Deeply funny.
Yeah. It's like putting down scannables that are, you know, deep on the edge of wormhole space just to upset wormholes in Eve. Which I would obviously never do.
Definitely not. Couldn't be you.
Yeah, couldn't be me.
Drop that. Just drop the steel so we need them. Scanning them out because they're free. Evelingo detected? Yeah.
Yump, yump, yump.
Alright, I'm headed back out of the deep desert. I was expecting the scannables to be like more common out here, but I guess I really do need to get an ornithopter scanner.
Yeah,
That's the only way to do this.
the issue with the ornithopter scanner is just how quickly it makes you run out of fuel and it runs out of durability. Like, you'll need to be repairing that thing a lot, so make sure you take a welding wire with you.
They fixed that between beta and now.
It's
for
still
for the bike scanner.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It still uses quite a lot of durability because it's so powerful.
Does it?
Yeah. I've got one on my ornithopter at the moment, and I had to use it quite sparingly.
Interesting.
The one I got was damaged when I got it, but like it's... I've mistreated this thing a lot now.
Okay.
Let's have a look at my scanner. Yeah, it's... My scanner has got like 30% of its maximum now left. Like, it can be repaired to 30% integrity at most.
How often have you used it?
Not a huge amount.
Really?
I use it quite a lot in the deep desert for scanning out the islands, because that's a very quick way of finding strontium, mass, and titanium. But like, I don't scan a lot. I normally just go by eyes.
I have a fear then.
You'll be fine if you take welding wire with you. They're not too expensive as a module to make normally. So.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the hand scanner seems like the right way to go, but it wears your battery out, which is the hard part.
And also, like, if you're in the deep desert, there's a huge amount of space that you just don't be walking around on the dunes. Like, so in terms of field of vision, having the ornithopter is just a bit easier.
Actually, do you have the points in scanner being like larger or anything like that?
I've got a... Yeah, let's go have a look. That's under planetology, isn't it? No,
Yeah,
I've got no boost into my scanning.
Okay.
I've got
Mine's
boost
fully
into...
boosted, so.
Oh, have you finished your
Second-
planetologist tree?
second tier.
I was going to
Second
say.
tier.
I was going to say, geez, played a long time last
I need
night.
to figure out how to get the third one.
It's just about progressing through the chain. I need to find out where I am in that chain, actually.
Yeah, my next storyline quest today is touring the Gap, so I gotta go to Western Vermilius Gap. Continue the storyline there.
Okay.
Isn't the servers down? No, we have a private server. It'll be down in about 6 minutes. Private servers go down about half an hour after public servers do.
So, does it have a single play mode? It's strictly online, but you don't have to engage in the PvP section of
Join
the
your private server.
Skyrazer.
Yeah, do exclamation point server to read all the information that we have. We have a number of servers that are up for the community, all provided by Nitrato, which is really awesome of them.
And to be clear, those
Wait,
of you who...
it's not exclamation point server. Is it Dune Discord? Is that what it is?
No, server takes you to the Nitrado stuff, but Dune Discord has our information
To
for
our
the servers
servers.
on them. Yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
Dune Discord.
Yeah.
Exclamation point Dune. Dune Discord. Exclamation point Dune Discord. Not server. Sorry.
And yes, you
Am
can...
I sick? Yeah, I've been sick since TwitchCon. I'm getting better though.
Yeah, those of you asking about server settings, everything is set to default. We've got the same experience here as you would do on an official server. Just we've got a private server for numbers and for resources and stuff.
World map.
I think the other thing that's important to note is that the server issues that we're experiencing should be remedied by each of these patches that we're going through each day. Like, so
Yeah.
the downtime should hopefully make it better for everyone long term. So I hopefully won't have to take down one of the servers. So I would really like to not do that. Server
Is it
settings.
possible to play the game
yeah.
solo? Yes, absolutely.
And yes, server settings do allow for full PvP everywhere, as far as I understand it. I think June June server settings in Thor's chat shows the settings that we have enabled. Four. There's 3 in this one.
We don't even have Plastinium yet. No, that's endgame, dude. We're far along, but even then, like. Oh, actually, I'm gonna land and put my ship away.
Just in case, it's probably worth doing, yeah. Good morning, Virons. Good morning. Did kind of forget about that. So.
Hello. Which suspensive build do you have? Wings of the Emperor Mark III. And I'm using a House Jabal Spit Dart, which is aluminum tier.
No, there is no vehicle collision
Does gun gameplay
currently.
feel really good?
Not in the
At
traditional
endgame,
sense
yeah.
of it, no.
You experienced testing lab boss rooms in the deep desert. Yeah, we did one of them. God, it was rough as shit, dude.
It was so much fun.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not Mark, Mike. For the McChicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have tier 6 vehicles in gear now. We have tier 4, sometimes tier 5. It's sweaty as shit.
Yeah, we've got found tier 5 gear. We're manufacturing tier 4 comfortably. We're getting to the stage where we can manufacture tier 5, but it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a number of us.
Expected? Dude, I don't want them to change the tuning. The difficulty made it fun. Good. Yes. Please. Like, that shit should be hard. Like, I was happy with that. No, you don't. Cool hat.
What do you mean, Ari?
And it's
Yeah,
flying
does
with
work?
Thopter handle. Awesome. It is very active flight, too. You can't just, like, fly. You have to glide and handle your heat and think about fuel and everything. It's like everything else in the game. Is it bullet sponge hard or complicated mechanics hard? Both.
I'm not worried about it. I just want
It's
to
a
warn
little bit of
people
both.
about
The reason it was bullet
the
sponge hard, though,
commitment
is
stuff.
because we are not really well geared. Yeah.
So next.
When does the deep
step
desert reset?
is-
I don't know. Do you know?
If you go
Cross?
to planetologist.app, Luther's site, there's a countdown to the Coriolis Storm reset. I believe it will be in 1 day and 20-something hours, I believe.
Well, shit.
Let me
I have a lot
go.
of Opifire gems to get.
Let me go and have a bit of a look. Luther set up a really great website for this chat. If you are curious, I will get you a link.
It's in 2 days and 30 minutes, they said.
Okay, yeah. So
Tuesdays.
yeah, 2 days, 30 minutes. Here is the link for you in chat. That in Thor's chat. Where's my chat?
Oh, this is the, I've been here before.
What's my chat? Oh, cheers, Luther. I will during the downtime. I will likely restart my stream because I think that will push me over the affiliate application, and then I can do the application during the downtime. And I couldn't do it without you guys, so I'm very grateful. The safe zone, the PvE area. So this entire area that we're in, 40k, is Haga Rift, Haga Basin. Sorry, Haga Rift is this one. Haga Basin South is this area, but the whole area is called Haga Basin. All of this is PvE except for these ships. So these, the wreck of the palace, for example, these green ships, PvE is enabled inside those areas, except for the starting one down here in the south. You can set it to be PvP everywhere. You can set it to be PvE everywhere.
Oh god, I'm lost in these horrible tunnels.
I don't have any emotes saved up. I will have a conversation with the emote artist who does stuff for Thor and see what they are able to do. At the end of the day, I didn't expect to have the kind of support that you guys have shown for me. I'm very, very grateful for it. Unfortunately, I'm just not, I haven't been that well organized with emotes, but I will be aiming to do some Bailey emotes. In chat, I have a friend who used to do some Star Citizen stuff with them. So let me show, I'll show you a couple of their emotes. They will likely be the same kind of style as some of these. I will send them to you into chat. They will likely look a bit like this.
Servers still aren't down. Yeah, private server. Which is good. I'm glad they're not down, but also like, wait, what gun is that? I'm using two really powerful guns. One's the House Jabal Spit Dart. This is my sniper,
man.
does poison damage.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it,
And this is
man.
the House
Really
Burst Drill Shot. This shoots 2 rounds. Those rounds hit into the shield and then slowly burrow through it. You have to dodge after you get hit by one of those. If you don't dodge after you get hit, it will burrow through your shield and kill you. If you do dodge, they fall off. So there is a counter to it, but you have to expend stamina to counter. I need to get sync charts. Interesting. Spice Surveyor soon. Honestly, what I want is just this fuel-efficient pilot. And vehicle repair. It's already a vehicle repair tier 2. Do we know where the tier 3 comes from, Kronos?
The tier 3 plantologist. Yeah, you just follow the quest chain, I think. So you have to go to Arakeen, I think it is, speak to somebody, then come back and do another testing facility. And then there's a few more to do.
I have Planetologist Advance right here, and it says unlocks Planetologist level 2 skills, but I already did that.
So then you likely either need to go and speak. You might to go speak to Derek again at in the south.
In the south, all right. Yeah, because it's like unchecked, even though I completed this and I have the skills. That's why I'm confused. Yeah, weird. How much like Conan Exiles is this? I don't know, because I didn't play Conan Exiles. Is the game very grindy? Yes. But like, not in a way that feels like you're just standing here killing this one enemy over and over again. More like everything you do matters towards your progression, and that feels good. Hard to explain that. Like, some games have grind where it's like, stand here, kill 1 million, right? Doesn't feel like that. I'm just waiting for the server to go down right now. Same devs as Conan? Yeah, but a lot of them worked on Secret World, which is my favorite MMO ever. Yeah. How far have you progressed in the game, though? Very. But there's still more game to do. A lot more.
There's a lot of game in this game.
You built up 1k intel over a day of playing and then blew it all in 5 minutes unlocking things? Jesus, dude. Yeah, I've unlocked a lot of shit. I need to unlock carrier ornithopters next. I'm almost there. And the sandcrawler assembly. But we're not building one of those, not for a while.
I've got
Sandcrawler's
1,000.
really only good.
Yeah,
Huh?
I've got 1,500 research saved up. I'm just kind of waiting.
Oh, I've just been spending all of mine.
I haven't got the need for it yet. I haven't got everything we need at Geraldine here, so just save it.
You play this game solo? Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, there are like Winky's
In
currently
fact-
playing mostly solo.
Yeah. Most of the community
No,
plays
I don't
solo.
have TTS ready. I haven't got all of like most of these things are going to take me days, if not like weeks, to set up. It takes an
the
awful lot
environment's
to get them
mean,
ready. Unfortunately, but yeah, the grind's going really well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm still having great fun. Still enjoying it. I appreciate the offer, Varys. I think I have a rough idea of where I am with the story, but the challenge is I don't know
Lands
exactly
red
know where
task
Thor
progressed.
is with the story. So,
What?
did you just
Is there
kill?
task progress?
Did you just kill a slaver or something?
Yeah.
Yes. So there are a number of lands or things to kill, slavers, kill masquerettes, that kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Varys, feel free to share with me. I mean, I'm
know which
going to look to
faction?
do mine yet. I'm going to do mine in a
Oh,
bit.
personal contribution. Kill slavers. That's cool.
Yeah, so it still incentivizes you to do PvE in Harga Rift as well, like the Harga Basin areas.
Yeah.
Which is great.
The divots. I need to actually do this anyway because
We have a
there's
sandstorm incoming from the south, just so you know.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a still suit glove that I need that comes off of this.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's interesting.
What?
That it's got the stealth suit stuff that you need. I've got.
Yeah,
I want to get heavy armor swatches personally. That's what I'm aiming for.
So what does a heavy armor swatch do compared to like having a heavy armor?
It lets you change the skin on it, so you change the look.
Oh.
So-
It's like a permanent cosmetic.
Yep. So the advantage of that is going to be broadly that you'll recognize that I'm not looking like an NPC when I'm wearing NPC armor.
That's cool.
U is the button for that, which just gave me the customization button. The U lets
What
you
if we
change.
need to AFK in this game? Go to your house. Yeah, you make a base.
Go to your house or log off to the main menu. 'Cause, your resources will go down otherwise, like your water and stuff.
Yeah, in your house it's like really slow though.
Yeah, I mean water seal. If you're in a water sealed house, it's fine.
How do you grind to 1k intel? There's a lot of different sources kind of towards endgame where you get like 20 to 40. So, it's not as hard as you would think. Every time you level, you get some. Every time you find an intel pack,
Do you
you
have
get some.
something for the
Tetra.
battle? Tribute or
Who-
something else?
Who does their shoes and their socks at the same? Like, I put I'm currently wearing socks, and I'll put my shoes on if I'm leaving the house. It's very rare that I'm doing
Yeah, dude, if this is like
shoes and
if
socks
I
at the
can
same
just be out
time,
here PvE
but you have to go
and
sock, sock,
pushing the
shoe,
lines around,
shoe.
I'm gonna do that.
Sock, shoe is. I guess if like you're getting ready after like swimming or something,
I
maybe you don't
have
want to put your
so
foot
much
on the
damage.
ground.
And I
But-
can get into those like bases for these guys and just
Yeah.
wreck them. There's a bunch of slaver
Spot
camps that
the
I haven't even gotten
syndicate.
into.
Delivery
Like
for
Hell's Splinter, I haven't even done that. Chains of Karak, I haven't done that. And these are all slave camps, so like, we'll do
Big,
that.
why are you? Sock tour. Yeah, sock shoer.
I think
nice.
after the downtime, I'll go through and sweep those camps.
Do you have something for
You can have to
the
PvP in your
ba-
server?
it's
You can if
Poland,
you want
the
to.
syndicate.
You don't have to.
Delivery for house.
Even the Deep Desert has an area that's PvE. That rotates every week, just like everything else. Is Melee any good? Yeah. Yeah, Melee's actually really good too.
Okay, so I've done 26,000 of the goal. Well, I know I've done 21,000 of the goal for House Mutelli. So like, not doing too badly here. I've got the heavy armor swatch unlocked and then some, so I'm pretty sure gonna leave that. But other people should start handing in passive dispenser belts for that for Harkonnen. I can get you like a bunch after the downtime. Oh,
Like, it'd swap over to Melee like this. It's just easier for me to like sniper on a lot of these guys. Especially if they have a disruptor like that, but my melee is very strong.
I do not have the...
Is the AI good on these
variant
guys?
accelerated
No. On
no.
deep desert enemies, yes. Deep desert enemies are terrifying. And the combinations of enemies, it kind of will remind you of like Division 2, if that makes sense. This looks like Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, man, because of the wand that I have, and I'm like flying around, you know? Oh, give me a minute. I gotta send Hedwig out, dude. What's the matter with you? Looks like Hogwarts Legacy.
What a line, like...
It's just so funny, dude.
Till the house
I
elves
remember
running
in
around, that's what it
Hogwarts
is.
Legacy when I was like, I was Harry Potter running through the desert killing slavers.
Yeah.
By stabbing them with a hook. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember running across the Hogwarts grounds getting chased by a sandworm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. I've gotten 20-something thousand progress on House Mutelli. If you do the same thing with passive suspensor belts and hand in like 30 or 40 of those, AR, we should have a bunch of the progress.
Passive suspensor belts?
Yeah, so House Mutelli, so third column, fall down.
What do they need? They just need you to turn in passive?
Passive suspensor belts are the stuff that you get from testing stations, the blue... on the blue items in there, and copper ingots. So like...
Oh, they just need copper?
Yeah, so passive suspensor belts are quite an easy one to do. That's the one I'm doing first, just to show people how it works. So I've got 25,000 contribution on that already, so like I'm capped on that and then some. So when that finishes, I'll get the House Mutelli heavy armor swatch done. So I can move on to something else now.
Nice. I'm doing the PvE one where you kill slavers right now.
Yeah, I was going to go do sand flies.
Let's see how many points I'm at. It's divots. I'm doing divots right now, I think. And I'm already at 437 points.
Nice. Very nice.
It's really not bad. It's like super fast.
Oh, because you get the fatigue stillsuit gloves and the Valeri's stillsuit boots with that one.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly why I'm doing it.
I'm going to go do House of Kaz in bottom left because that has... you get Emperor's Wings Mark 5 doing that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I know where some sandflies are, so I'm going to go do that.
Yeah, I found Kel Splinter, so like I'm doing the bases in here.
Nice, yeah. Nice. Oh, wow, look at... I found Mango's base.
What is it?
I mean, if you... Yeah, if you look on my stream, you'll see it. Yeah.
I imagine a giant dick.
You are 100% right. It's also got a penta shield on the top, so the ornithopter can launch itself from the tip. Like, this is... Mango. Mango, Jack. This is Mango.
Oh shit! Come on.
To give you guys an idea, Mango is the one behind things like this. This is Mango. Mango, everyone. Mango's great. Love Mango. Lot of time for Mango, except when Mango's being silly. Do you guys? Should we shelter in here? Oh dear. Oh jeez. Wow. I mean. Yeah. Oh, I've actually got stuff in it. It's not so much fun. I made sure to leave one copper ore in Mango's base. I'm generous.
98. What game is this? Harry Awakening? God damn it.
You're a Fremen, Harry. You're gonna go to the deep desert, learn to sand walk and shit. You're gonna get a sandworm, and you're gonna be grateful.
It's so dumb, dude. It's gonna stick now. God damn it. So stupid. At least I'm getting calibrated Servox out here, too.
Yeah.
Oh, we got ads. What weapon is that? It's a drill shot, yeah. It's a double shot drill shot.
Oh, server may have gone down.
Has it?
45. Go have a look. No, no, it says it's up. Why can I not get into this? It's just having a silly moment. No worries. Cat is right though. Harry would not be able to connect his still suit tubes up the first time. Marnie would have to show him how to do it.
He'd end up eating his own shit.
I mean, can you imagine Ron trying to do one? But
yeah, I'm already at 644 contribution on this.
yeah,
Just from killing slavers.
the Landsrat is just fun, like, and it's every week you do different stuff. So if you decide like this week, you know, you want to kill stuff, great. But the week after that, you might want to be like, you know what, I'm going to farm a bunch of resources and just make, you know, make copper ore, so I can make passive dispenser belts. Like, it's just easy.
How do you build a passive dispenser belt?
You just go to any fabricator and use, I think it's copper ingots and one of the items from one of the two items that comes from the testing stations.
So pretty cheap.
Oh yeah, yeah. You do have to do a couple of runs for it because it does take a bit to. Like, I think it's 275 points each, and you want to get to like 14,000 or so.
Okay.
Yeah, House
You're
of
a tent, Harry.
House Atreides, House Harkonnen, and House Hufflepuff. Exactly.
It all makes sense.
The great houses.
The great houses.
I'm guessing that's where the Huff and Hufflepuff comes from, the huffing spice.
Yeah, it makes sense. House Huff and Spice.
I'd join House Huff and Spice. They all have blue eyes. It's quite nice.
Yeah. Got intel. Nice. Is there anything else these guys want? I'm already at 644 points, but these guys don't respawn very fast.
What, the slavers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do an awful lot of travel for it.
But I really want the steel suit parts.
Yeah. I mean, you're meant to have a week to
House
farm
units.
these normally. The fact that we have 2 days is kind of on us.
Kind of Yeah.
Yeah.
Voldemort would be Harkonnen? How dare you?
Voldemort would
right.
definitely be an Atreides.
True. Yeah, we're switching that narrative. Voldemort was always Atreides.
Voldemort was just trying to get hair all along. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Bailey.
He's aerodynamic. No, he's classic Atreides subterfuge. Yeah. He went bald to try to emulate the power of the Harkonnen, and could not, and was mad about it.
Yeah, this is the cat cam. Look at him.
Oop.
Baby. Yeah, you're a good boy. You've been behaving yourself. No. Okay, that sounds about right. What you doing, bud? You coming here? You wanna come here? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I love that I don't even have to look at them. After I hit him with those bolts, like I know either they're gonna dodge and I could hear it, or they die.
Meow. 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 This is Lord Balamus. He's just a big baby. You're just a big baby, aren't you? You can lie down for chat. Okay, let's make sure you're on cam, and then I can give you more pets. More pets for the baby.
You over leveled for this area? Yeah. I'm
look at
actually
him,
harvesting,
Baby.
like I'm getting points for the Landsrod. And the Landsrod right now, I need to kill specifically slavers, and I get 23 points per slaver, so I've gotten 690 points. So we can win their vote for the week.
Not something you have to worry
And if
about,
I can do
Ari.
that,
I don't.
I can
move
actually get a
the,
lot of.
I don't move the
I can
chair.
get special materials and
Even when I
special
stand up.
recipes for doing so.
Yeah, Bailey reads chat. He will see all the
In
messages
fact, I
that
wonder how I
you
get those.
sent
Do I
him.
have to go talk to the guy? Because the other one I had to turn something in, but this is I'm killing things. What do votes do? They allow us to impose a decree on the deep desert for a week, and some of those deep desert decrees are crazy. Like, now the deep desert is full loot PvP, or no one can use shields in the deep desert. Things like that. We can change the rules for a full week
Well,
if we win.
Can you imagine doing that lab without shields?
That'd be insane. It'd be impossible. Oh, that sounds bad? You can vote on all kinds of stuff. Not all of them are negative like that. The server's back up. Ours hasn't even gone down. And it's almost an hour in. You work as external to QA. You earn your country's minimum wage, and you work about 8 hours a day. No personal life or time to do anything else. If you work 8 hours a day, you have personal life and time to do other things. You have 16 hours a day. I just stick to external hoping for any kind of change? No, you absolutely have time in the day. Optimize the rest of your day. Like, sit down and be like, what am I spending time on? Can I reduce this amount of time? Can I plan for this? Can I optimize this activity so that I have more time for me? That's something a lot of people just don't do, and then they're like, I don't have any time in the day. And it's like, yeah, you do. What have you been spending it on? And when you sit down and catalog what you've been spending it on, it helps a lot with doing that. I do that shit all the time. It's the same as like, oh, I don't have time to do the dishes because I cook dinner. Do the dishes while the dinner is cooking. Then by the time the dinner is finished, there's no dishes to do. I do that every time now. But it's those little optimizations that make life much easier, man. You do that, you just got to do it more. It just takes time. Make a schedule with an alarm, yeah. Yeah, it's the way. You have to schedule everything. Everything I do is on the calendar, man. Everything I do. Makes my life easy. Yeah, and it's not like a you're shitty kind of a thing. It's this takes effort. It takes work. It's a lot of work, actually.
Take spoons. If you use a...
Take spoons.
Yep.
You gotta spend them.
Spoon theory, yeah.
Hell is that? It's a slaver camp right next to me? Is that this? Spoons do not exist. Probably true. Matrix taught me that much. I'm finding so many new slaver camps out here while doing this.
Yep, it's really good for your exploration of areas here.
It's giving me a ton of XP too.
Yeah.
Who's there?
It's an Al-Gaib. The lasagna Al-Gaib, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna do TTS. One sec.
Okay. I guess bye, Bailey. Bailey is he's a boy. He's a grumpy old man. He's a 15-year-old. What is he? He's a British short hair crossed with a mutt cat. You know, like cat that is just yes when it comes to cat. He's technically not mine. But he has moved in here. He lives here. He treats the house like his. Like that is what it is. And I'm happy to basically look after him. So, sorry. When I moved in here, I found that in the garden every day was a cat, and I'd seen the cat a lot because I used to come and I was visiting the house while before I finished the purchase of this one because. Long story short, the owner was it's a probate sale, so the previous owner passed away, and it was being sold by their deceased estate. And so the cat obviously got used to the garden being empty for about 6 or 7 months before we moved in. The reason he moved out of his house was because his owner's got a dog, and as a 13-year-old cat at that point, Bailey did not get on particularly well with a Labrador puppy, because obviously Labradors are super friendly. They're a lovely breed. They're a really good dog breed. But you know, a Labrador's tongue is about the same size as Bailey's head. So like the Labrador just wanting to say hello, and he still does this now, but the lab just wants to go and say hello to him. Bailey just runs off. He just doesn't. He doesn't like it. He hears the dog's collar and immediately flees because he just doesn't like it. So he was kind of living out and about. He was kind of wandering the local neighborhood. He was being fed by. He would go home for food, and he would also ask people for food when he was out and about. That was happening a lot. But when I moved in, he decided every morning I would come down and he'd be sat on my front like porch, and he'd want to be let into the house to come say hi. When I'd go outside, he'd come and see me. He had a couple of spots in my garden where he would like live, and he would spend kind of 4 hours there at a time sleeping or just kind of chilling. So I just started basically putting down water for him. Then he would come and ask for food, so we'd put down dry food for him, and he would just come and kind of nibble on that, and then he would go and we'd open the front door for him, or we'd leave the back door open for him over winter. We actually left the back door open quite a lot and used an oil radiator in my living room. Keep it warm for him, so he had somewhere that he could come in out of the cold and the wet if it was like nasty weather. Fast forward to just after my... When was it? Whoops. I think it must have been about November kind of time. As it started getting into winter, I just decided that I was gonna put in a cat flap in the front door. So I cut a hole in the front door, and I put a cat flap in for him, and now he lets himself come and go as he pleases. Because I feel quite strongly that cats, I mean, he's very autonomous. Like, he's always done his own thing. I'm not going to interfere with that. If he wants to come and go, I want him to be able to come and go as he pleases. I don't have to let him in, like, make him wait for us. Like, he used to come, so when I used to be sitting in the living room, he used to come to the back door and just sit outside and just wait to be let in through the sliding doors at the back of the house. And like, he's a 13-year-old baby, so I don't want him to be struggling with that. So at that point, we just kind of give him a way in rather than just leave the back door open, you know, 24/7, which is not safe. And he seems to be happier for it. He's lost so much. He's gone down from just shy of, I think, 7 kilograms when I started like kind of keeping an eye on his diet, to he's now just under 6, which is a much healthier weight for his size. And so yeah, I just kind of let him do his thing. If he wants to be here on stream, you know, on cat cam, great. He, like, as you see, he does come visit me an awful lot. Some days more than others. But it's basically just about him having a good life, him being comfortable, him being safe. If you go through the daily Baileys, it's quite funny actually seeing how he's made quite a lot of progress across this year, because he was a chonker at the start of kind of the year or so. But he's here every single day, and he's happy. He's got so much energy now. The challenge is how many kind of things he brings in. So before I went to TwitchCon, he brought in 2 rats, one like within 24 hours of each other, and then a mouse, which was just wild, to be honest, because they weren't small rats, to be honest. There's a big field and a river that runs like past the back of my house, so it's really good for wildlife. And apparently B thinks so too, and he also thinks that I'm a shit cat and needs to be fed. So like, who would have guessed? Yes, he started leaving the rats in my bedroom doorway, which is not really what I want, I'm gonna be honest. In all honesty, there was one of them was quite funny because he normally wakes up about 5 AM my time, and while pretty much fully asleep, just walk downstairs, pop his food bowl up, walk back upstairs, get back into bed and go back to sleep without properly waking up. If I had stood on one of the gifts that he had left me in the bedroom door, that would have been the nastiest wake up I'd ever had. But I didn't even notice when he left it in my bedroom door. Yeah, people have asked like why I don't pick him up and stuff, and it's just because he doesn't ask to be picked up. He doesn't want to be picked up. He will climb onto my lap. he wants a cuddle, and he will ask me for a cuddle, but he has a specific meow for that. If he wants a cuddle, I will go and kind of normally give him one, unless I'm working or doing something else, in which case, no, I can't. But I don't like picking up cats. It actually comes from a personal thing for me rather than something about animals. I, as some of you know, had a spine operation recently, and as part of that, I had to be in a wheelchair for a little while. And being in a wheelchair, unable to wheel myself, felt really, really strange. Being reliant on someone else for movement, it's how to define it. It feels very limiting, but it's also kind of a mixture between embarrassing and you feel bad and all kinds of stuff. So I internalize that quite hard, and I don't like picking up animals as a result if they don't want it, especially for cats who, like, Bailey he's the most autonomous cat ever. Like, he just likes to do his own thing.
Are we not having downtime? What's going on?
It doesn't look like it right now, so I've got nothing on the server dashboard. I will probably do a server restart once the official servers come back up, because, you know, that way at least we'll know we're on the most recent version. We can do an update, etc. I'll do a full shutdown of all the servers at that point, and then just bring them all up one by one. We haven't had an update by that point.
I thought I was killing slavers. I'm killing Chom.
Oh, okay. I was talking to chat about Bailey.
They deserved it. They had health bars.
Yeah.
That means they're enemies.
If it has health, it means it can die. I mean, look, I felt pretty helpless with my back problem.
Guy, Chad.
Like, so
no
yeah,
matter
I don't.
What?
3 meters. Yeah, so
any good spots for the diamondine dust? You can get those inside of camps, in chests. Is the only place I've really found good places for that. Do you have a health bar? No.
Diamondine dust, you find most of it in Mysa Taril, in the Udan area, kind of just south of the Udan, which is the giant coliseum full of worm cultists.
And I found all of it inside of chests. Absolutely everything.
My back's doing much better, thank you. I've had an operation on it.
They gave me... So the durability of the shield is...
They gave me a... They basically harvested scar tissue to free up the sciatic nerve again, and then gave me it's called a caudal epidural. So they give you a bunch of injections into the spinal, like, nerve cords in the base of your spine, and that slowly spreads through your nerves and basically helps deaden the pain, which reduces the inflammation, which then frees up my sciatic nerve again from the scar tissue. So it's all related to reducing scar tissue in my back from previous operations and preventing that from impinging upon my nerve roots. Thor and I actually met in EVE Online. So he was part of a group called Strybog, who helped build the area that became known as Poshvin. When Poshvin was created, or when the content was going on, my group, so I ran the oldest active corporation in EVE Online called Mercurialis Inc. When we went out there to basically go and take part in the new content, Thor and I became friends, and yeah, from there we've got quite kind of a similar management style. We agree on a lot of things. We bonded over the fact that we both had ferrets at that point. I had Sausage and Dino, who were my 2 ferrets, and at that point he had just Loki and snails. That is why a lot of the ferrets have food names, is because I convinced Thor that the correct way to name pets is after food. Yeah, it could possibly, yeah. So I know in Entrado we've been working with Funcom to try and kind of improve the way that those patches work and all kinds of stuff, so it wouldn't shock me at all. Yeah. Neat. You're on Oromorph and gabapentin for your back. I mean, I didn't find that gabapentin did anything for me other than give me withdrawal symptoms when I came off of it. When I came off of gabapentin the first time, it was awful. I was hearing like whispering when I was falling asleep, loud banging noises, like as I was, it was always as I was falling asleep that I was getting these problems.
all know it's because of
and like I'd hear like a loud bang noise somewhere in the house, and like wouldn't know where it came from. I would hear like the sounds of like whispering when I was waking up. It was, yeah, creepy. So gabapentin I don't want to mess with again.
So here's the plan. Chun will get Maslin hammered on Samuta tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of the fun of it. Like efficiently doing the lands rad and getting the copper, and then yeah, killing the slavers. It all just kind of works together. Yeah. So it is slavers
Is it a
in
leap
terms of
suspensor belt, or is it a passive suspensor belt?
passive suspensor belt.
Nobody's going to.
Oh, there's the server going down.
Server's dead. Yep.
Nice.
At 2.
So let me just refresh this.
See how long it says. Yeah, finally an hour out, you know? 1 hour late is good. MX3. That means I'm gonna log in the middle of enemies. Nice.
Yeah, same.
Like client patch?
I would expect so, yes, but I'm just going to wait until the official servers come back up before doing all the restarts and stuff.
Why? Screw it. I would just do it, dude.
Do what? Sorry.
Just restart it, because we got the patch.
Is the patch out for the game already?
Oh, no, I would say just do it. See if we can just get back on. Don't worry, you got kicked while flying. No, you fool.
Yeah, all the servers in NA East is basically slowly coming down. Those of you on our other ones, NA East 09 with our mushroom servers, you'll have been kicked off as well.
F. Tips on combat. I've been getting your ass kicked by Solo Boy while in higher tier areas. Honestly, it's just gear at that point. I really like the sniper rifle. I got into the sniper rifle pretty heavily, and then the drill shot has kind of been the thing after that for me. There is no client update currently. Oh, I'm gonna go look at the achievements, actually. Construct all vehicles. Ooh. Dude, there's a ton of hidden achievements.
Mira, what the hell are these? That's the most horrifying DM I've seen in the last hour and a half. Terrifying. So for those of you who are asking in chat, if you use !Dune Discord, you will find that we've got a Dune Tortuga and Mushrooms, basically covering our 2 world groups. In the Chom News section of that are announcements with the server names and passwords that you will need to join those ones, as well as the server groups. We do have a bunch of open servers on that, so if you look for Nitrado NA East 09, there are 5 open servers in there that you should be joining if you want to be playing the game. Dude, that battle suit was sick. I'm looking forward to seeing that finished.
Game, dude.
Oh yeah,
like
there's so much to do. Great.
There's 73 achievements.
Yeah. Great.
I only have 24 of them. Oh, I have to buy a cup of water for an achievement. Sit in a chair for an achievement. Ridiculous, actually. Where am I located in the U.S.? In Washington State. Exsanguinate 50,000 ml of blood? Oh, no, I have to do that. I haven't been doing that at all.
50 liters of blood, that's an easy one.
Yeah, it's not very hard. I bet you've already got that one.
I should go find out, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Where are my achievements? I've got 27 out of 73, jeez.
Do you reap 50 liters of water? Easy. Lots of game in this game? Dude, there's a shitload of game in this game. How'd you have the falling out with EVE Online? I actually made a whole video on it. It was over on YouTube. Like, there's a whole video on why I don't play EVE anymore. It was called EVE Offline.
Downtime should be about an hour by my reckoning.
EVE.
Thought 2K, they are working on that.
Yeah,
that's to do with limitations of the way that the servers have been released. So like in order to do those broadcasts, they'd server going down in 10 minutes. We don't have access to that yet.
Would you play Eve again if they offered you a Greg in the basement? No, I would play Eve again if they did fresh start servers and had no Plex in it and no skill injectors, which is never going to happen. It'd have to be like a full fresh start with no pay to win, which Eve is just not going to do that, dude. It's just not going to. It's not going to happen. Boop. There we go. We can see this. Huh. What is today's bird sound? Actually, I do have one.
I don't believe that private servers, that self-hosting is currently available, but I imagine it will be eventually. Okay. Do you guys want me to do you actually want me to restart the stream to see if we get affiliate? I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if I'll get it or I have to apply, but we can. I can press the button and find out if you guys want. I should end the stream and restart it.
I need to find the video.
Yeah, I'm ending my stream and restarting it because people are telling me to do it. So see if I can get affiliate. Let's do this.
You want to hear? You want to hear a wizard bird sound?
A wizard bird sound.
This plays in my window every morning because this bird has made